Today, I'm going to share with you the hard-won lessons that I've learned from heartbreak. This comes from an almost 10-year relationship. I had to learn the hard way, but you don't have to. These mistakes are costing you the love you want. I talk to women almost on the daily who are making the same exact mistakes. These are also going to show you what a healthy dynamic in a relationship really looks like so you can start getting the love, connection, closeness, and cherishing that you truly crave, no matter what your relationship status is. Welcome back. This is where you learn how to become the truest, freest, most badass version of yourself so you can get the love and life that you truly deserve. I hope you had an amazing Mother's Day. I am blessed with a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old, and teenagers, oh my Lord. They can be so challenging. I had a little picnic, and there's something really cool that happened. We actually saw the most adorable little armadillo. And just today, my cat Teddy was trying to hunt it. He is so crazy. Let's get into it.
These are the hard-won lessons I've learned from heartbreak, okay? And I want you to know there's no judgment here. I have made all these mistakes. I've made more than these mistakes. And I want you to know I'm using this as a teachable moment to help others. The first one is never try to fix or help your guy, okay? Even though we have good intentions and we all have problems. Men have problems, we have problems, right? He needs your trust that he'll fix them, okay? You are not his counselor or his coach, and he'll have his problems, and we need to let him fix his own problems. Being his coach or his counselor puts you in the top up position and him below you. This is not a healthy relationship dynamic. And it's unhealthy to fix or help him, especially when we're using that to get our self-worth and our self-esteem from what we're giving to him. This is actually codependency, and it's unhealthy. When it comes down to it, just trust that he'll fix the problem. That's what he needs. A man needs your trust. Number 2, never unconditionally love a man. Okay? This makes him comfortable, too comfortable. He can't be so comfortable that he's not afraid to lose you. Okay, girls? So if you have children, you understand what unconditional love is. And it's this pure, amazing, oh God, it's really hard to put into words. There's this pure, powerful force inside of us that loves our pet and our kids so damn much that we would do anything. We would go to the ends of the earth, okay? But the problem is when you love a man this much, he gets too comfortable and he won't be striving to please you, protect you, and make you happy. We shouldn't be loving our man like that. And if you do, don't let him know. Keep it to yourself, okay? Because it's not like you can turn it off. He needs to be afraid that he'll lose you so that he'll be motivated and inspired to give you his best. Have you had people in your life that really just do anything for you and you're just like, you may ask a little bit too much of them and then see how far you can take it? A man will test you, and you don't want him to lose respect for you because you are just giving on autopilot and you are doing way too much for him, okay? We need to be able to take a step back and let him give to us. Let him take care of us. The next one, 3, never give up your standards for anyone. The standards are the cut. And if they can't make the cut, then so be it. I love the example of a smoker. I hate smoking. I think it's disgusting. And I won't be with a guy who smokes, and that's that. Okay? So if I meet someone who starts smoking, I'm sorry, I don't date a smoker. And that is my non-negotiable. And you're going to have those 2 in your life. So if I were to be like, oh, he's hot. Wrong reason to get in a relationship, ladies, okay? Okay, he's hot and he smokes. You know what? I'm going to make an exception this one time, okay? That's lowering your standards for a guy, and you shouldn't do that. That is a slippery slope, okay? Number 4, never be with a man because of potential. Women can and do fall in love with potential, but potential is a fantasy, okay? The only thing that matters is who he is right now, not who he could be. We all have immense potential, and it doesn't mean that we will ever utilize that potential. That comes from internal drive and motivation, to which you can't do for him. And I want to say all of these mistakes are on the reverse for women too, okay? So guys, this applies to you too. Who he is right now, that's all that matters, not who he could be. Number 5, don't give up parts of yourself to make him more comfortable or happy. This is what happens. We lose ourselves to him. Okay? because we value the relationship or him more than we value ourselves. A real man doesn't require you to give up pieces of yourself so that he feels secure or happy. And it's not your job to make him feel happy, comfortable, or secure. That's his job. Example, if you love to go to the gym and your guy's more of a bookworm and he likes staying at home, and if you were like, hey, babe, you know what? I just feel so sad and lonely when you go to the gym. Please don't go to the gym. But the unhealthy thing would be, okay, well, I won't go to the gym anymore. And you just give up that part of yourself that is actually important to you to make him happy. That's what I'm talking about. But if we were like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. Hey, how about when I get back, give me an hour and a half, and I get back and we watch a movie together. How's that sound? You are still telling him, we're going to connect when I get back, but this is important to me, and this is something I'm not going to give up. Okay? You are not sacrificing yourself for him or the relationship. And I actually knew a couple that every time she would work out or do anything by herself, he was narcissistic. He would cause such drama that she just wanted to avoid the drama and she just went along with him. Okay? And guess what? She is losing herself in that relationship. If you have any relationship questions, I go live at 6 p.m. Central on most Thursdays. So please come, ask your relationship and mental health questions, and they may make it to my podcast. And next week, I have something really, really special that I'm going to be cooking up for you that's going to catapult your relationship to new, amazing heights. And I can't wait to share it with you. Number 6, never lower your boundaries for a man. Okay? So your boundaries protect you physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, and spiritually. Okay? This includes your standards, your wants, your needs, your preferences, your non-negotiables. So here's a good one. Someone going into my purse. Okay, that's a no-no. If my kids go into my purse or if my guy goes into my purse, they know that it's not okay to do that. And if I'm like, I'm just going to let him do it because it's just a one time, it's not a big deal because I'm afraid he'll get upset or he'll get angry, which is people pleasing. If I do that, that's giving him permission to keep doing it. If I did not speak up, not only would that feel uncomfortable for me, I would be ignoring a boundary, and that's giving him permission to keep doing it in the future. All right, number 7, never give wife treatment to a boyfriend. And a good example is doing things that he can do for himself. Hoping, okay, well, if I do this for him, maybe he'll do this for me. If I do the cooking and cleaning, maybe he'll spend more time with me and give me his attention. One, this is overgiving. It's called overfunctioning. Okay. We all have codependency patterns, and this is one of them. And instead of manipulating our guy by saying, I'm going to do all this extra stuff for him, and maybe it'll bring him closer, we have to learn the skills of communicating, being vulnerable, and saying, yeah, I'm feeling a little neglected. I really would like some time with you, or I would like to have every Saturdays be our days, or whatever you want. Everyone's ideal relationship is going to look different. Okay. But trying to do extra stuff for him to make his life easier so that he gives you more time, love, and attention is the wrong way. We have to learn to communicate openly and honestly about what we need and what we expect. And also, it's treating him like a husband. Okay. When you're married, it's a completely different story. You have his commitment. Okay. Then you can negotiate the labor and that it's fair. And instead of doing extra for him, we can become a softer place to land. What does this mean? Basically means we're easier to talk to. We're not so emotionally reactive, and we're not trying to control him to get a certain outcome. We can actually communicate what we want and what we need. It means that when he opens up to us, we don't say, well, what took you so long? Why haven't you told me this? And when we feel angry, instead of venting at him and taking out our feelings on him, instead of verbally lashing out at him when we're upset, we simply say, hey, I'm too upset to talk right now. We come back and say, you know what? I'm really hurt with this situation. This is what I need. What do you think? Hey, this is how we get the emotional intimacy and our needs met by learning how to communicate. Number 8, never push the relationship along. Oh, yes, I did this one. Okay. If his intentions are not clear, then ask for clarity. And if he's not willing to move it along, you're probably with a boy, not a man. And here's the thing, then you will always be the one to move it along. And let me tell you, ladies, that is exhausting AF. Okay? Either let him move it forward or let it go. Unless you want to be the one putting in all that emotional labor to move the relationship forward. And think about it. Are you really going to feel like you're the one for him if you're doing all the work and you're pushing the relationship forward? Okay. In his mind, you're either the forever girl or you're for right now. That's how men think of it. Men think of things logically. So if he's not pushing the relationship forward, he probably thinks of you as Mrs. Right Now. Or he's wounded and he wants you to do all the work and kind of like be his mommy. Okay. And that's just gross, right? Or he's not willing to put in effort and he's a low effort man. Either way, you deserve someone who's going to be high effort, who's going to invest in you, and who's willing to push the relationship forward. Okay. That type of man is going to be high value and he's going to want to please and protect you. He's going to show you through his actions and through his words, they're going to match that he values you consistently, not for 3 months, not for 6 months, not until you sleep with him, consistently. Number 9, never make your man or your relationship your identity. Never make your man your world. You need to retain yourself and your interests and your own life that's outside of the relationship. You have to have a life outside of him. You have to have an identity outside of the relationship. Okay, so what this looks like is you get into a relationship and you stop all your extracurricular activities. You stop hanging out with your friends, or you stop all of your hobbies and you're just like super into each other, right? And this is unhealthy, okay, because a relationship has 3 parts. It has you, him, and the relationship. Okay, we can't give up our identities for him. You know, guys don't really do this. Guys still have their friends. They still have their hobbies, golfing, whatever. And it's a tendency us ladies have to do, and it's unhealthy. Okay. We can't build our world around him. Not to mention, he will feel so much pressure to make you happy by doing this. So we don't want to do that because that will push him away. It's just like picture someone staring at you 24 hours, barely blinking, and just smiling. Right? That would be intense, wouldn't it? Everyone needs space. Healthy relationships have space. Think of like a rubber band. A rubber band stretches and it comes towards each other. It stretches, it comes towards each other. But if you don't have any hobbies or anything outside of the relationship, it's just the relationship, that's a lot of pressure. And he's going to feel that pressure, that need to make you happy. And it's going to feel bad to him. And like it would to you. If someone was like, hey, make me happy, you're my entire world, you know? So keep your life, maintain your friends, your hobbies, your extracurricular activities, and that's going to create a healthy, beautiful relationship. And guess what? He can't miss you if you're always around. He can miss you if you're at the gym for a couple hours or you do a girls' night or you take a mini vacation with your friends. He can't miss you if you're literally always staring into the depths of his eyes and wanting closeness and connection. Number 10, never give without reciprocity. Expect what you're given to be given to you. When we're giving, we need to expect it in return. And we want to make for sure the giving is healthy, okay? Giving all the time, 24/7, nonstop is unhealthy. And we may have this unspoken, unconscious thought that if I give to someone, they're going to give back to me. No, that's not true. They're going to exploit you and take advantage of you. So whatever you're giving, require it in return. And when you feel something, for example, like the distance, open up a conversation, get some clarity, and say what you need. And don't assume it's you. If you're watching this afterwards, please post your questions and comments down below, and I always respond. And if you would like your question to be on my podcast, just come hang out with me Thursdays around 6 p.m. Central. I come live on YouTube almost every Thursday, and I would love to help you with your relationship questions or any mental health questions you have.
If this helped you learning from my crazy mistakes spanning a decade, then I know my previous podcast will help you, which is talking about the 10 must-have traits to look for in your forever guy. And knowing this is so valuable and life-changing. Thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to talk to you next week.
You can become the badass you've always wanted to be, punch fear in the face, and live life on your own terms. Till next time.